University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. So far, we've seen the University of Warwick and Balliol College, Oxford, take the first two places in the semi-finals of this year's competition. Both teams playing tonight lost their first quarter-final matches, though, which means that the prize for tonight's winners is one last chance to stay in the game, but it'll be goodbye to the losers. Now, Birkbeck College London achieved the highest score in round one, beating Reading by 295 points to 50. They had a strong second round as well, beating the Open University by 205 points to 95. But they stumbled in their first quarter-final, losing to Magdalen College, Cambridge by 140 points to 240. So with an accumulated score of 640 and with an average age of 49, let's meet the Birkbeck team again.
Hello, my name's Jonathan Taylor. I'm from London and I'm studying Environment and Sustainability.
I'm Nikki Clark. I'm originally from Leicestershire and I'm reading for a PhD in early modern history.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Williams. I'm from London and I've just completed an MA in Classics.
Hello, I'm Joshua Mutillo. I'm originally from St Helens and I've just completed an MSc in Politics, Philosophy and Economics.
Now, the University of Strathclyde beat Imperial College London in their first appearance with 190 points to 155, and Manchester University in their second by 135 points to 100. But it was the University of Durham who rained on their parade in their first quarter-final, beating them by 155 points to 115, with an accumulated total, therefore, of 440 and an average age of 29. Let's meet the Strathclyde team again.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm from Glasgow and I've graduated with a master's degree in applied statistics.
Hi, I'm David. I'm from Westerton in Glasgow and I'm studying civil engineering.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm James. I'm from Glasgow and I'm studying for a PhD in Power Systems Engineering.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm an honorary Glaswegian, originally from Colindale in London, and I'm studying for a PhD in Speech and Language Therapy.
Right, 10 points at stake for this. Fingers on the buzzers, here's your first starter. A word meaning park or enclosure in the ancient Avestan language is cited as the origin of what eight-letter word that links...
Birkbeck Williams.
Paradise.
Paradise is correct. 3 questions on the French revolutionary calendar for your first set of bonuses. Named after a month of the revolutionary calendar, the Thermidorian reaction of July 1794 resulted in the arrest and execution of which revolutionary born in Arras in 1758?
Robespierre.
Is it Robespierre?
Yeah. Robespierre.
Correct. In 1799, Napoleon led a coup that overthrew the Directoire government. This occurred in which month of the revolutionary calendar, named after the French for fog?
Brumaire. Brumaire.
Nominate Taylor.
Brumaire.
Brumaire is correct. The coronation of Napoleon as emperor took place in Frimaire, the frosty month of which year? The following year saw the battles of Austerlitz and Trafalgar.
1804.
1804.
Correct. 10 points for this. In mammals, which specific genetic entity can undergo the process of lionization, resulting in the formation of a nuclear structure known as a Barr body? Having an abnormal number of the same entity can result in diseases.
Birkbeck Williams.
Chromosomes.
Now, I'm afraid we needed to hear the specific genetic entity, so I must fine you 5 points, I'm sorry. Having an abnormal number of the same entity can result in diseases including Turner syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome.
Strathclyde Star Marshal.
It's the X chromosome.
It is the X chromosome, yes. Your bonuses are on pairs of titles in which the last 3 letters of the first title begin the second. For example, The Old Curiosity Shop and Hope and Glory. In each case, give both titles from the descriptions. Firstly, the English title of the Russian novel originally published as Voyne i Mir in the 1860s and a 1980 album by Motorhead that shares its name with the playing card.
Oh, so Ace of Spades, so it's War and Peace, Ace of Spades.
War and Peace and Ace of Spades.
Correct. Secondly, an 1866 novel by George Eliot about politics at the time of the First Reform Act, and a 1965 song by the Beach Boys extolling the women of their home state.
That's California Girl, so it'll be the first one. It ends in C-A-L. Maybe something radical, something. I don't know. The second one's California Girl, so I don't know.
Try radical.
No, pass.
It's Felix Holt, The Radical, and California Girls. And finally, the 1848 work subtitled A Novel Without a Hero, and a 19th century orchestral arrangement for the violin taken from part of J.S. Bach's Orchestral Suite No. 3 in D major.
Is that not Air? The first one would be not. I can't think of a novel without a hero. It rings
Could
a
it
bell.
be Jane? No.
No. 1948 something. I don't
Vanity
know.
Fair.
Vanity Fair, yeah, and then Air.
Air on the G string.
Air on the G string.
Vanity Fair and Air on the G-string.
That's correct. 10 points for this. Which two social psychologists give their names to the effect described in their 1999 paper Unskilled and Unaware of It?
Strathclyde Welsh.
Dunning and Kruger.
Dunning and Kruger is correct, yes. 3 questions on eponymous laws in optics. Whose law states that when light hits a transparent surface, if the reflected ray is at right angles to the refracted ray, it is plane polarised?
Is that?
The law dates from 1811.
No. Maybe 1811 could be Young. He did some stuff like that, didn't he? Maybe, or Dalton or something like that.
Don't know Young.
Yeah, just pick one of them.
Young.
No, it was David Brewster. Second, using Malice's law, if the axis of an ideal polarizer is set at angle x to the plane of polarization of a light wave, what fraction of the intensity is transmitted?
1 over x squared, or
maybe
1 over cosine x or something.
I don't know. Just guess something. I don't know.
Cosine x.
No, it's cosine squared x.
Unlucky.
Snell's law governing the paths of light rays in refraction is based on the principle of least time, attributed to which mathematician who died in 1665?
1665. 1665.
Isn't that? It could be right for Descartes or
No, it's
No.
no.
Maybe not.
1665 mathematician did.
Blaise Pascal.
Pascal. I'll try Pascal.
Pascal.
No, it's Fermat. 10 points for this. What 3 letters all begin the names of the constellation that includes the star Spica, a group of islands that includes Tortola and St. Croix, the author of the Eclogues and the Georgics and the...
Strathclyde Welsh.
VIR.
VIR is correct. You get a set of bonuses on capital cities. Name the 3 countries of South America whose capital cities have the same initial letter. They are geographically contiguous in that each country has a border with at least one of the other 2.
Brasilia, Buenos Aires. So Brazil.
Brasilia, Buenos Aires, and so Santiago, Quito, Caracas.
Georgetown.
Well, if it's Brazil and Argentina, then have you not got something like Uruguay, Paraguay?
Or I could be, but we could be on the wrong track.
So Chile, Santiago, Bolivia, Sucre, isn't it? And then
Lima.
no, it can be.
Do we know?
Venezuela, Caracas.
No. Sorry, pass.
It's Argentina, Brazil and Colombia. They all have capitals beginning with B. Secondly, name the 4 Eastern European countries that also have the property of each bordering at least one of the others and whose capitals all begin with the letter B.
So Budapest,
Bucharest, and Bratislava.
Bratislava.
Yeah, correct.
So
And there's four. Budapest, Bucharest, Bratislava,
and
Berlin.
Romania.
Berlin.
and
Berlin.
does that Eastern Europe though? So
Oh, Eastern Europe. No, sorry. Belgrade.
Belgrade is Serbia.
so Serbia, yes.
So Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Serbia.
Correct. Senegal borders 3 countries whose capitals begin with the letter B. Name 2.
So it's Gambia and Mali.
Yeah.
Gambia and Mali.
That's correct. Bamako and Banjul. Right, time for a picture round. Your picture starter shows the major singles titles won by a tennis player. Each column represents 1 calendar year, chronologically from left to right, but the specific dates are not given. For 10 points, name the player.
Strathclyde Curran.
Nadal.
Nadal is correct. The French Open titles are a giveaway, of course. Following on from Nadal, for your picture bonuses, I want you to identify 3 more tennis players with their major singles titles. All 3 are within the top 10 in either the men's or women's game in terms of the number of titles won. Firstly?
Could that be Federer, maybe?
Federer? Yeah, he has won one.
Who's
And he has won an
gold?
Olympic
Is it
gold, I
good?
think.
Has he? Yeah, so
I think
maybe say
so.
has he won?
But he's never won a French Open, or did he maybe won one?
Well,
So.
so there's one year when he won everything. So would that be did Federer do that?
Yeah, but this is winning, isn't it?
Could it be Djokovic
Yeah.
then?
Djokovic?
Or are we looking women's? Don't.
It's more likely Serena.
Do you think?
Serena Williams.
I thought she.
No,
won
she's
more
won
than
2
that.
Olympic golds.
Yeah,
Two.
I'd say Federer probably.
Could be Steffi Graf then.
I'd maybe say. Okay, well,
It's not Federer because
No,
it's
Steffi. Oh yeah, it's Steffi Graf because it's a
Steffi
Grand
Graf.
Slam.
It is Steffi Graf, the only one to have achieved a Golden Slam so far. Secondly,
So never won the Olympics. A lot of Wimbledon. I only know men's tennis, so I think I thought Federer. Federer won, but I mean 6 in a row at Wimbledon. So did Federer do that?
Sampras, Pete Sampras.
Okay,
Anything else, David?
I don't know.
Or just go Sampras?
Could it be that?
Just
Yeah, I'm
Sampras.
no, that's Martina Navratilova. Finally,
lots of Australian Open.
That could be Djokovic.
One French.
One French Open as well.
Djokovic.
I'm thinking maybe
think?
it could be Margaret Court if it's Australian, or who was the other Australian volleyball player?
Was Federer's first big Grand Slam? Was that not?
He's won a lot more Wimbledon, so
Is he?
it's not
Okay,
Federer.
cool. So maybe Djokovic then? Do you think one French?
It's more likely to be Djokovic
Okay, say
than
Djokovic.
Yeah,
Djokovic.
it is Djokovic, yes, well done. Right, 10 points for this. I need a 2-word term. Mapped more comprehensively in 2019 and understood to comprise 3 separate sectors. What term denotes the large, relatively empty region of the universe adjacent to the group of galaxies that includes Andromeda and the Milky Way?
Strathclyde Whittle.
The Great Attractor.
No, you lose 5 points.
No idea. No idea. No.
No idea. It's the local void. 10 points for this. Quote, I find ecstasy in living. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Which 19th century poet wrote those words in response to a friend's concern about the narrowness of her life in the Massachusetts town of Amherst?
Birkbeck Taylor.
Emily Dickinson.
Emily Dickinson is correct. Well done. 3 questions on historical figures mentioned in the Stranglers' song No More Heroes. A somewhat indistinct portion of No More Heroes is held to mention either Lenin or which US comic and social satirist who died in 1966?
Yeah.
Lenny Bruce.
Correct. The great Elmira in the song is thought to be the Hungarian-born art forger Elmir Dohori, who was the basis of F for Fake, a 1973 essay film by which US actor and filmmaker?
Orson Welles. It is Orson Welles.
Yeah. Orson Welles.
It is by Orson Welles, yes. Who's the first figure to be mentioned in the song? The following line refers to the method of his assassination in 1940.
Trotsky.
Yeah. Trotsky.
Trotsky is correct. 10 points for this. Since its creation in 2009, Baron Phillips of Worth Maltravers, Baron Newburger of Abbotsbury.
Birkbeck Williams.
President of the Supreme Court.
That is correct, yes. You get a set of bonuses on chemical elements whose names form other words when certain letters are removed. For example, sodium and odium. I want you to name the element in each case. Removing the 4th letter from the name of which group 14 metalloid yields the common name of a garden flower of the genus Pelargonium.
It's Pelargonium.
Geranium.
Germanium. Germanium.
Germanium is correct. It yields geranium, of course. Secondly, removing the first letter from the name of which element adjacent to germanium in the periodic table results in the name of the genus to which garlic and leeks belong.
Gallium. So gallium. Allium. Yeah. Gallium.
Gallium is correct. Get allium. Removing the first 3 letters of the name of which rare earth element gives the name of a narcotic mentioned in the title of a book by Raymond Aron?
Narcotics.
Morphine, opium, heroin,
Just. I don't know.
laudanum.
No idea.
No, we don't know.
It's europium. 10 points for this. In which country is the ancient city of Hippo Regius associated with early Christian St. Augustine and now known as Annaba? It lies on the Mediterranean coast, close to the border with Tunisia.
Strathclyde Welsh.
Algeria.
Algeria is correct. Your bonuses are on the artist Tracy Emin. A 2015 exhibition in Vienna juxtaposed Emin's works with those of which Austrian expressionist? He died in 1918 at the age of 28 during the Spanish flu epidemic.
What?
Sheila, isn't it? Sheila?
Could be Sheila or Clem.
Sheila?
Is it, if you think,
I feel
I thought it was Klimt.
Dominic Curran.
How'd you say that? Sheila?
Egon Schiele is correct, yes. What name was given to the controversial 1997 Royal Academy show which featured works by Emin, including Everyone I Have Ever Slept With, 1963 to 1995, and Mark Quinn's self-portrait, A Frozen Head Made of Pints of His Own Blood?
The name of the exhibition.
Yeah.
Was it? It's not. They were called the Young British Artists, weren't they? So
Yeah. Or
I
was
don't
it
know.
the first Freeze exhibition?
I don't know what the name is.
Try Freeze. It's just a guess.
Just freeze or the first freeze?
Freeze.
Freeze.
No, it was Sensation. And finally, in 2018, Emin's neon pink 23-metre-long sign reading, I Want My Time With You, was hung from the glass-domed roof of which London terminus?
St Pancras.
St Pancras.
St Pancras Terminal is correct, yes. Right, time for a music round. In your music starter, you're going to hear an interpretation of a song by Cole Porter. For 10 points, please name the artist singing.
Strathclyde Whittle.
Rihanna.
No, it's not. Anyone want to buzz in
Birkbeck
both?
Clark.
Lady Gaga?
No, it's Nena Cherry. So another starter question now. Disregarding flags such as those of Missouri or Utah, which depict the state seal or coat of arms, which US state flag has the most stars? The state in question shares a short border with the Lone Star State.
Birkbeck Taylor.
Nevada.
No?
Strathclyde Whittle.
Oklahoma.
No, it's Arkansas. So another starter question now. Listen carefully and give 2 surnames promptly. In 2018, the England pace bowler James Anderson overtook Glenn McGrath to become the 4th highest wicket taker in Test cricket. The bowlers in the top 3 places were all spinners. For 10 points, name 2 of them.
Strathclyde Star Marshal.
Shane Warne and Mullaritharan.
That's correct. The other was Anil Kumble. So you get the music bonuses you'd be pleased to hear. The track you heard ages ago was from the 1990 compilation album Red Hot and Blue, released to raise money for HIV and AIDS relief. Your music bonuses are 3 more tracks from that album. Again, all are covers of Cole Porter songs. You just need to name the singer each time. Firstly...
Is that Annie Lennox? Maybe?
Could be.
No.
Kate Bush. Could be Kate Bush.
Sounds it.
What do you think?
Sounds like Kate Bush.
Kate Bush, just go for
I
that.
feel it's Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
No, that's Jimmy Somerville. Secondly...
Is that David Byrne? Talking Heads, David Byrne. I think that's David Byrne.
David Byrne.
It is David Byrne, yes. And finally, name either of the singers duetting here.
I have heard among this clan, you are called the forgotten man. Is that what they're Did you ever?
Could that? Oh, that's
Cranberries person.
No. Who's the Iggy Pop? Is one of them Iggy Pop?
Okay, you try it. Go.
Just Iggy Pop.
Yeah, no, it's Italian.
Iggy Pop.
It is Iggy Pop with Debbie Harry. There you go. Right, 10 points for this. What term in physics is defined as the ratio of magnetomotive force to magnetic flux and is analogous to the concept of electrical resistance? In general use, the word can mean unwillingness or disinclination.
Strathclyde Welsh.
Impedance.
No, you lose 5 points.
Birkbeck Taylor.
Resistance.
No, it's reluctance. Right, 10 points for this. What metal object links the marine invertebrate phylum Forinida, a genus of bats named after their distinctive noses, and a popular...
Strathclyde Welsh.
Hammer.
No, you lose 5 points. Popular ridge walks in the Brecon Beacons and Snowdonia.
Birkbeck Williams.
Button.
No, it's horseshoe. Right, 10 points for this. Born in 1678, which composer was, for most of his career, associated with the Ospedale della Pieta, a home for orphans in Venice?
Strathclyde Whittle.
Antonio Vivaldi.
Correct, yes. 3 questions on Latin American Nobel laureates for you, Strathclyde. The Argentinian Cesar Milstein won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1984 for pioneering work regarding which protective proteins produced by the body in response to foreign substances.
Is that cytokines? Or is it? I mean, so it could. So I don't know if that's.
If you're happy,
Yeah,
go with it.
Nominate Welsh.
Oh, cytokines.
No, they're monoclonal antibodies.
Okay.
Second, Rigoberta Menchú Tum was awarded the 1992 Nobel Peace Prize in recognition of her work for the rights of indigenous peoples in which country?
That'd be Bolivia, because they're...
Could be Bolivia.
Most likely, yeah.
Bolivia.
That was Guatemala. Canto General and Residence on Earth are among the collections of which Chilean poet awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1971?
71.
I'm just going to
Pablo Neruda.
Yeah, go for it.
Nominate Curran.
Neruda.
Neruda is correct, yes. We're going to take a second picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of an author. 10 points if you can give me her name, please.
Strathclyde Star Marshal.
So, Gertrude Stein.
No, it's not. Anybody else like to buzz?
Birkbeck Clark.
It's not Edith Sitwell.
No, it's not. It's Dorothy L. Sayers. We'll come to that in a moment or two. But in the meantime, here's a starter question. If a farewell to arms is helium and Kubla Khan is cobalt, what element is Sense and Sensibility in the context of each?
Birkbeck Williams.
Gold.
Gold is correct, yes. So the first 2 letters of the author's surname. So you saw a picture of Dorothy L. Sayers with Eric the Skull a moment or two ago, the mascot of the Detection Club, a group for crime writers founded in 1930. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more former or current members of the Detection Club. 5 points for each you can name. Firstly...
She writes the Ripley novels, what she called
Yeah,
it. Patricia Highsmith.
Yeah. Patricia Highsmith.
Correct. Secondly...
That is the man who writes
Oh,
those
yes.
Morse. He's called Colin Dexter.
Colin Dexter.
It is Colin Dexter of Morse fame. And finally...
That's Val McDermid, isn't it?
Yeah, Val McDermid.
Val McDermid.
It is Val McDermid. Right, 10 points for this. Seamus Heaney's 2004 play The Burial at Thebes is a verse translation...
Birkbeck Williams.
Antigone.
Antigone is correct. These bonuses, which could give you the leader on mathematicians. Born near Stavanger in 1802, which mathematician proved that there is no algebraic formula for solving general equations of the 5th degree?
Sorry.
Abel, is it?
Yeah. Nominate Mutio.
Abel?
Abel or Abel is correct, yes. In 2019, which US professor became the first woman to win the Abel Prize for Mathematics? The jury citing her work in gauge theory and integrable systems.
Don't know. No.
We don't know.
That's Karen Uhlenbeck. Which US-Canadian mathematician received the 2018 Abel Prize? He's the founder of an eponymous programme connecting representation theory to number theory.
No, don't know.
Sorry?
Don't know.
Sorry. We don't know that either.
It's Langlands, as in the Langlands conjectures. Right, 10 points for this. Nagpur and Pune are major cities in which populous Indian state? Its neighbours include Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Gujarat.
Birkbeck Williams.
Uttar Pradesh?
No?
Strathclyde Welsh.
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra is correct, yes. These bonuses are on areas of outstanding natural beauty. In each case, give the two ceremonial counties that share the given AONB, for example, Greater Manchester and West Yorkshire. Firstly, Dedham Vale.
I don't know. No. Tom, do you have any idea? Dedham.
No, try Derbyshire and South Yorkshire. I don't know.
Derbyshire and South Yorkshire.
It's Suffolk and Essex. Secondly, Blackdown Hills.
Blackdown Hills. Is that Yorkshire? Is that Yorkshire somewhere? So, maybe. Is it not North Yorkshire and
Riding?
and West Riding of Yorkshire? I don't know. That's a terrible guess.
North Yorkshire and West Riding.
No, it's Devon and Somerset. And finally, Forest of Bowland.
Forest of Bowland. That could be quite...
Bowland.
Could that be somewhere like, I don't know, Gloucestershire and Worcestershire or something out that way?
Gloucestershire and Worcestershire.
No, it's Lancashire and North Yorkshire. Right, 10 points for this. What seven-letter word is a generic term for a thin, moist layer of bacteria and other microorganisms that forms on a nutrient-rich surface? An example?
Strathclyde Current.
Biofilm?
Biofilm is correct, yes. These bonuses are on Japanese history. Meaning great name, what term denotes the hereditary magnates that controlled the large feudal landholdings in Japan until the 19th century?
Shogun?
No, it's daimyo. Which family bought the daimyo under their hegemony in the early 17th century? They gave their name to the shogunate that ruled Japan for more than 250 years.
Isn't it Tokugawa?
Tokugawa.
Okay.
It's the main one, isn't it?
Tokugawa shogunate?
Correct. After a former name of Tokyo, what short alternative name is often used to designate the Tokugawa shogunate?
Edo.
And at the gong, Birkbeck have 105, but Strathclyde have 135. And it was Edo, of course, as you've already... you were getting there, but you weren't there in time, I'm afraid. Well, Birkbeck, sadly we shall have to say goodbye to you, but to go this far, the quarterfinals is OK.
Thank you.
Quite distinguished, really. Strathclyde, 135, did it by the skin of your teeth.
Again.
Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from Birkbeck College London.
Bye. Bye.
It's goodbye from Strathclyde University.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.